I'd like to think this show echoes it, right? We don't really care about.
Now that's funny, considering that you got David Jaffe on your podcast in regards to something that he said. But yeah, we really don't care. I mean, come on, man. You people ain't nothing but a bunch of hypocrites. I mean, this man barely even white anymore. I mean, look at this dude, bro. Like, get out the suntan, bro. Like, what's wrong with this dude, bro? Like, are you trying to be black or something, man? Like, that's crazy. You out here looking like a whole orange.
Tell us how to feel. It's real simple.
I mean, but that's all you people do is tell people how they supposed to feel, right? You see the hypocrisy with these fools? I mean, you people don't understand your own logic and reasoning.
It's, live your life the best life you can possibly live, and don't tell me.
Yep, and all you guys do is stress about people from the alphabet community. Imagine that, bro. Live your life and you worried about people walking around with rainbow flags. Like, I'm starting to think that you people on some sus stuff. I'm starting to think that you people might want to have these changes, because honestly, any straight male would not be that concerned about what other people are doing in their day-to-day life. Seriously.
That makes sense, right?
Who cares?
It's not that black and white, but sure, I know what you're saying. It's the don't tell me about it part where it gets a little gray.
Yeah, because that same logic can also apply to you, Sidescroller. I mean, come on, bro. You out here doing the same type of content that everybody else is doing. You out here telling people, I don't want to hear it, right? Then avoid it. I mean, you the same people pulling up these articles, worrying about what the people in the alphabet community are doing. You guys are the ones pushing this rhetoric, right? But yet you people want to act like these are the type of things I don't like to see, but yet you're going out there seeking this type of information for yourself. I mean, that's the definition of a hypocrite.
And that kind of leads us to, and I apologize for assuming your Mormon analogy was tied to...
Yo, Melanie Mack looking all uncomfortable. Look at this.
Guy, I don't know the guy. I'm not
her friend.
He looks like a thumb as well, but he looks like a thumb. And he was screaming about pronouns. And, I think...
Look at her eyes. She's so uncomfortable. She's nervous. I can already see it.
It's like, dude.
Look how nervous she is.
Valiant. But it was a character.
Look at those eyes, bro. Look how nervous she looks. Oh my God.
Specifically to that. And
wow.
you were responding to that.
You know she's going to defend her friend.
Responding to a whole host of elements regarding...
Everybody else got a poker face, but man.
Aspect.
Look at her.
I apologize for assuming you were...
Look at her. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, what I'm saying though is that idea...
Yeah, she definitely ain't no long
we don't want to hear about it. That's the gray area because, you can't help but be exposed to the world, and you can't shut out.
That is true.
When you can on the internet, maybe, but in real life, you can't sort of shut out the stuff that you find problematic. I think that's where we.
That is true. Yeah, I agree.
That comes down to respect too, because this is all respect.
I mean, but these people don't have to respect you, just like you don't have to respect them. I mean, what are you people fighting about, bro? Because they don't share the same Christian values as you? Like, who cares, bro? Religion is for you. It's not for anybody else. I'm not even sitting there saying I agree with the people from the alphabet community. All I'm saying, why would I waste my time and energy stressing about that and getting mad and getting triggered? I don't care, man. Like, that's the problem with you people. Grow up. You people out here acting like children. Cry for milk. Mom, I want more milk. I want more toys. Man, you people are absolutely pathetic, bro. Like, how can you even have the audacity of calling yourself a grown man when you got Mario pictures on your wall, brother? Get out of here with this nonsense, G.
Yeah, I think if you respect somebody, you will listen to them. But if I don't know you, I don't need to listen to you, and I don't have to listen to you. And
that same logic also applies to the people that are hearing you speak. But yet you people want to shout and put your stuff through an intercom and dress up like Crowder. He says that he's against the alphabet community, but he's out here dressing up like a drag queen just so he can prove a point. You people need to seek help, bro. David Jaffe's right. Go seek a therapist, bro. Seriously. You guys are so concerned with other people's lives. I mean, look at it. Melanie Mack is all uncomfortable. I mean, she out here looking like a zombie from Resident Evil Code Veronica X.
I owe you to listen to you. You're wrong.
I don't think you owe anybody anything. However, I think if your prerequisite to listening to somebody is you know them, you're going to be very limited to, because how do you ever get to know people if you don't listen to people you don't know?
Said like a real knowledgeable
you get a feeling
person.
for people when you meet them. You listen to how they interact with other people. You know,
Oh, sure, but
many ways.
okay, fine. But nobody's owed anything in regards to things
Exactly.
like that. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's also not fair to completely write somebody off and just assume that they're...
You know why? You know why she's defending this dude? Because she's a mental head case herself. That's why she's so hard trying to defend Hill's babyface. Because we already know that she's a mental case herself. Seriously. You know, mental cases defending other mental cases.
Grifting just because of the way that they express themselves. Like, as, for example, he is extremely...
And also, too, Melanie, just because he's your friend doesn't necessarily mean you have to defend him. See, that's the problem with the world. Let me tell you something. I'm not even telling her. I'm telling the people that I know that watch my channel. You know the friends that only co-signed the things that I did? Do you know that they didn't care about me? And the ones that told me the things that I needed to hear were the ones that actually had my back? Right? This is something that you people are going to have to learn about life, man. And I respect what David Jaffe's saying. You guys try to jump him in a podcast with 3 different individuals, and yet you got bodied. I don't care what any of your fans say on the Sidescrollers comment section. Y'all got bodied. Seriously, ain't nobody taking you fool seriously in regards to that. You got a grown man with Yoshi and Mario pictures on the wall. Yeah, come on, G. And you got this fool thinking he trying to be black, man, when he out here looking like a goddamn orange and shit. I mean, come on, bro. With a bunch of damn sticky notes. Like, what the hell you got all these sticky notes for, brother? What's up with all these alphabets? You still stressing about the alphabet community?
About gaming, and that is how he expresses himself. And
go ahead, cry, woman.
Of all
cry.
my triggers and everything.
Ooh.
I wouldn't say that. I mean,
see, she's taking offense to that because you could tell that this girl was prescribed to some medication. Come on, man. We already know Melanie Mack is a mental head case. Look at the crazy look on her face, right? I ain't seen no shit like this before, man. Have you also seen the movie Psycho when the dude get exposed for being a fake woman and all that? Look at that. That's the face of a serial killer. And we ain't talk about no Frosted Flakes.
I mean, that was a level of...
Look at this. She looks psycho.
Matt Foley, SNL, Chris Farley, that made me go, wow, he's either playing a character
Yeah, look, bro, now I see why, man. I'm sorry, man. Shout out to the ex-husband that she had, man. As you guys can see, man, stop simping for this, man. This type of girl will get you in trouble. This girl is mental, bro. I can see it in her eyes, bro. She look possessed, bro. You cannot tell me she don't look possessed.
Gonna shoot somebody.
Look at this.
I mean, you said yourself you get angry.
Yeah, but nobody act like that, Melanie Mack. Come on, man. You a 38-year-old individual, and you're out here defending the childlike behavior of a friend that you know. That means you clearly don't have your friend's best interest because you don't care enough to speak in regards to his own and how he would be viewed or seen or perceived amongst the world. Because all you're doing is making yourself look bad, defending it.
Streams and on your rants, and
it would be better if they said it was not genuine, which David Jaffe did ask. Like, was it a character? Oh no, it was genuine. It was the real thing. Oh well, that makes it even worse.
I don't think that's fair.
Okay, that's fine.
She looks.
The guy.
Oh
if
my god,
that is,
bro! I'm getting shivers.
She
scares me, bro.
When the camera's off, he's that.
Oh my god, she looks scary.
I've talked to him off camera. He
doesn't mean
a
anything.
Very, very passionate person.
Yeah, and guess what? Racist people are very passionate too. I'm just sorry, man. Prejudice, sexist people, they all very passionate in the views that they have. That doesn't mean they right. Now, I'm not justifying this whole LGBTQ stuff, but like I said, God represents love. You should love them just like you love all the other straight people. You should love them more just because they're far away from God. But instead, she wants to sit there and say that they're an infection, but yet who's not curing it? Last time I checked, Jesus and God was out here curing things, curing people from the dead and all that for sickness. And what you do, you call it an infection. But yet you ain't taking the same time and dedication to show these people the right way to Jesus Christ. You're a fake Christian. I know a lot of Christians that I've talked to, and let me tell you something, they do not like you at all.
He loves, very passionate about his video games and all that too. And so I absolutely...
Did somebody ever tell him that things change? Like, that's no different than a person crying about Elvis Presley because people don't listen to that type of music no more. Unfortunately, you got to be comfortable in your own skin to be able to live your life regardless of what happens. Things change. Let me start crying because I can't eat lunch makers and Lunchables again. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Let me go relive my childhood and go buy me a Happy Meal. Like, what are we doing here, people? Grow up.
Absolutely believe he was genuine.
That's even worse.
Great. Well, I think then he needs to see a therapist. And I don't
Damn, look at that. Look at the eyes.
I see a therapist. I don't mock people who see therapy. I think
whoa, she's a psycho.
But I'm
bitch.
saying that
psycho.
There's a point where that went beyond, in my opinion.
Can we all agree with that? She can't agree with it. Look at her eyes, bro.
Here's the
she looks
problem
possessed.
This, and this. And whether you agree or disagree,
oh
blah,
my
blah, blah.
goodness.
And it became
she really needs
like,
to see God, bro. I'm sorry,
almost
bro.
like lizard brain. Like, it's like he was seeing red. And I'm like, dude, you don't have to play Starfield. You're not just like...
I mean, listen to you guys' own logic, right? Don't play the game. You have a problem with it? Don't play it. But instead, you people get so mad. Like he's saying, David Jaffe's saying, you could have critiqued the game and all that. But what was the reason for him to get that angry? Which is true. He's a grown man. There was no reason for him to get angry. But David Jaffe, I already gave you every reason that you need. Look at this. All you got to do is take one look at the poster on his wall, and you already have your answer. Man, child, all the way. Bro, you need to rip them shits down, bro, and put a picture of Gears of War or Halo. Put a man's game.
Saying you're not
out here coming with a pink t-shirt.
Listening to somebody, he's not owed Starfield. I mean, it's like, look, don't play.
I mean, who is he? Exactly. Who is he? Who is he?
Other games to go play. Go play that.
I can understand that, but I think his main point was about the industry at large. It wasn't just Starfield. It was Starfield that kind of broke the camel's back because
what camel's back are we talking about? We ain't in India. What are you talking about, woman? Broke the camel's back? Like, what is this woman talking about, man? It ain't even that serious. This woman don't even got a camel.
We're seeing it infecting the gaming industry, and it's becoming a lot more normalized, and it's not just some one-off thing that we can be like, oh, okay, you know, I'll pass on this one. But because it has...
Look how calm David Jaffe is in comparison to everybody else.
Whole, you know,
look how calm he is.
But even the verb you choose, infected, it's language that's loaded with sort of disdain and disgust, and instead of kind of going,
look at those eyes.
There's a logic behind why we're seeing
getting educated,
entertainment reflecting.
They know what they're doing.
Why aren't they marketing it that way though, and saying like in the preview, hey?
But then that goes completely against what you people want. So if they marketed it that way, you would have found something else to complain about. The fact that it wasn't marketed shows you that it wasn't that much of a big deal that you people made it.
Use your pronouns in this because I think
said like a true child.
Hurt the profit motive.
Sure, it has nothing to do with the profits.
And don't you think that then they're only putting it in the game to make certain people happy? And then what's the morality behind that if they're just doing it?
Morality. Okay, I will tell you every company is doing everything for money.
Exactly.
I mean, you know.
Get educated.
But then I don't understand.
That's not a gotcha.
What you're saying.
He said that's not a gotcha. Yo, David Jaffe owned all you guys during this podcast.
About what you see games are changing, and it's going with how society's changing and all that. And maybe you didn't say that, but when I watched your video, that's kind of what you're alluding to.
No, so here's my
But I thought you guys just said you don't care about what people say.
I think
Sidescrollers are smart. He's been keeping his mouth shut.
But what if 7%?
He just waiting for this to end.
LGBT. So why don't we only have 7% in video games reflected?
Choosing your plan on behalf.
7% of video games have an LGBT character or something like that. Correct? That was kind of your gist, right? First off, it's more than 7%. It's currently at 12, 13%. But it's not anywhere near the majority.
But that is, if you divide those up, that's gay, lesbian, bisexual. Right. We are not all the same.
So is this dude gay? Because he's saying we're not all the same. But the funny thing is, it is the same because that's even worse because that means there's less percentages. That's like what? Because he just said it applies to the LGBTQ, right? Which all those letters represent something, which means that the percentage for each one of those separate categories is far less than what you people are complaining about in regards to representation in these games. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Okay, but I'm saying that group, that LGBT, whatever, IA, I don't, 12%. Okay. But let's say it's 3%, right? The fact of the matter is what you also have is the people who make your entertainment, whether it is video games, whether it's...
Go ahead, say something, Melody Mac. Show us how strong and independent you are.
Benjamin Franklin time traveler, but go ahead.
Okay, but yeah.
She's so uncomfortable.
It looks like Hamilton. It's supposed to think it's valuable to have representation.
Why? Why? Because it's a good thing for them. So that's morality.
I mean, so it's fine to have representation in regards to Christian. I mean, I don't even care about religion. See, that's the problem with you people. You guys want to insert your own religion and your own beliefs into video gaming, which unfortunately, everything that you enjoy in life is satanic. Music, video gaming, sports, everything that you enjoy in life is satanic, right? So why are we pushing these religious beliefs into our entertainment? No different than you guys have a problem with the LGBT. Right. But go ahead.
I mean, if that's your morality, usually means sort of
that's religious.
Definition.
I mean, you're speaking in regards to religion, morality in regards to religion. But what does religion have to do anything with gaming? Wrong,
good, and bad at a high meta level, but sure,
ain't none of you people God.
The definition, but they think there is value in and I agree in having diversity and people represented in video games.
Okay, so with diversity, what about the Christian population that far exceeds the LGBT population when, Christian population doesn't have nearly as much representation, hardly any at all.
Excuse me, how many games do we have a straight white male character in our games, our movies, our entertainment? I mean, that's crazy. That's like me complaining that I can't play Contra because the dude ain't a black man. And there's nothing wrong with that. So you people are complaining about representation when there's probably millions of other different forms of entertainment that has exactly what you people want, and you're crying? I should be the one on my knees, man, due to you casual gamers. Because they ain't making nothing for me. But let me cry, gaming is because you casuals that out here ruining everything, which is true. But guess what? I ain't crying about it.
See people like myself who are Christian who are saying that games have to insert Christianity because I don't think that's the case. I don't think that
is the case because every time you complain about something, it goes against your Christian values, and you always bring up Christian values in regards to your video. You are a hypocrite and a liar, woman. Please, let's get this video viral, bro. I'm sorry. Let everybody know that the Sidescrollers got bitched out on their own podcast, man. Y'all out here looking like fools. You lucky you ain't got me on this shit. Y'all gonna have to get like 10 other fools, man, because you ain't gonna stop me. Seriously. Like, this is crazy, bro. You people out here looking like jokes.
Well, yeah, but aren't you guys frying bigger fish than video games right now? You're stopping women from having abortions. You're doing that. That takes energy. Right? I mean, there's a lot of...
He can't even say nothing. Look, quiet on his own shit.
Community that is hijacked the is pushing an agenda.
Look at the side.
Deny that. Now,
why do they have to demand that? Shouldn't the religious people who make the games, like you said,
but religious people don't make the game.
Exactly.
So you're assuming religious people.
They don't make the games, just like religious people don't make music. Because you know why? It's all satanic.
People who make games aren't religious. Right?
I'm not assuming anything. I've worked in games for 20 years, and what I can tell you is that are there people who are religious? Sure. The producer of God of War 3, I was stunned. I mean, I was raised Jewish,
but I was
getting a lesson since I was 7 years old.
Wow, look at it. Look at it. The disappointment. Can't even get him on his own points. Wow. This man's thinking, like, what am I about to say to this guy? He's embarrassing me on my own podcast. What am I going to say?
That just means,
this man's embarrassing me. And he's a Jew too at that? Oh, hell no.
It's a big deal. I know Melanie's like, yeah, fucker, it's a big deal. But, I mean, it's like they had a big block party and they, somebody dressed up as the Easter Bunny and all the kids were excited,
Oh, man, the L's that these people got on their faces.
There are religious people that make video games, of course. But the vast majority of people who go into the arts are not conservative and or religious people. They're just not.
Yeah. No, it's and I want to be really clear, right? Like, I feel like you're kind of labeling the show because somebody on Twitter
I'm responding to Melanie's point about.
But
so representation should only matter to people who are artists?
Well, I mean, but didn't you just say that we should have representation of Christian characters in our games? You're completely going against what you just said you advocated for, right? So what are we doing here, people? Seriously. Like, let's grow up here, man. Like, the fact that you people are so stressed out about this and you can't even enjoy your day-to-day lives because you're stressed out about how other people think or view you. You know, if I thought the same way, you know how many people can't stand me in this community and all I do is laugh at you. Matter of fact, it's gone to the point I got a thing called the pin of shame. You'll know when you're the pin of shame. Trust me, you'll know, right? Because I laugh at it. It's entertaining to me. I don't stress over these things, bro. Come on, man. Life is too short for this.
And I was
if
just
you're
making
the content,
why are they only representing people? You said it involves them.
Well,
so
why are you guys trying to involve your views then? then it shouldn't matter to anybody, right? If this is what we're arguing.
So they're not representing anybody unless it affects them.
Right.
No,
like
no.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like a. What
I'm saying is that is their worldview of this is who we are surrounded by. This is who we are. These are our families.
I mean, let's just be honest. As much as you people disagree with how these people live, these people do exist. Well, you can sit there and denounce that they don't, because if they didn't, then why? Then at this point, you guys are just fighting over things that are imaginary. So we already know that they do exist. So if the game companies want to decide to appease the people because they do exist within our world, regardless if you agree with them or not, who cares? As long as your gaming experience is not affected. Plain and simple. I'm not worried about what people doing with Skittles and rainbow flags, man. It's crazy. How you gonna be a straight man and yet you worried about what people doing from the alphabet community?
You're comfortable with it. We not only are comfortable with it, but we like the fact that people are feeling free to express who they are and what they want, and they're not being put into boxes that they feel.
Melody Mac's looking quite nice
not
today.
For me,
those
not
eyes,
for you,
bro.
but for them, don't serve them. So they're saying we're going to express that in our games. Now you say, well, where are the Christian characters in video games?
Right, but to be truly inclusive, shouldn't they think outside of their own?
So how is that thinking outside of the box? Matter of fact, that completely goes against what you just advocated for, right? But go ahead, Jaffe. Own them.
Well, first off, one could argue that the white, male, straight, Christian character has had plenty of representation in media from the very beginning.
I'm talking about like.
That's true, and I'm not complaining. I enjoyed every single one of those straight white male character games. I did not care. That did not ruin my enjoyment with the video game. But you people out here crying, talking about, whoa. I mean, it's crazy. They always talking about black people acting like victims, but yet I see nothing but a bunch of snowflakes crying over this. Like, come on, man. Seriously? Y'all really cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
People in wheelchairs. People who need.
Oh my! And when they did, and hold on. He said wheelchairs, and well, go ahead. I'm gonna body him in this argument. Go ahead.
Well, okay, well, you're seeing...
Kenshi's a deaf character. I mean, he's a deaf character or a blind character. I'm sorry. But he just said that, right? But aren't you the same people that complain when Battlefield 5 tried to add a disabled character with a missing arm and leg? Hold on. It's so funny how these right-wing people always want to talk about, oh, we don't agree with these things, but yet they want them to be out there in the forefront. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. You guys just said you're against it, and all of a sudden you're like, well, they should have, where's the disabled characters? Where's the blind characters? So, but isn't this what you guys are against earlier?
More of that.
If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you hit the subscribe button.
As you can see, he ended that so abruptly, man. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Like I said, dude ain't nothing but a fraud. Sidescrollers, you're trash. You lucky you don't have me on that podcast. Y'all be running from your own shit. Peace out.